My Torat card for Ira, for Boombox forum member and eBay seller Ira Friedman, known as Redbenjoe. I believe he lives in Marionette, Florida, somewhere in a trailer. Anyways, he's today's April's Fool. Gonna do one for each of the forum members. Did Bad Boy Ali, got it out, so don't need to talk about him ever again. And now I'm going to talk about what happened with me and Ira, boys and girls. And I'll try and make it quicker than the last one. 9 minutes is a little long, but some of you sat through it. Anyways, Ira Friedman, when I first started selling 2006 and 2007, right in that era, first 6 boxes I put a Iowa CW10 or 20, but it's, 3-piece. Anyways, and so 3-piece box, and I put it on for $25. Well, Ira, Redbenjoe, gets in touch with me and says, "Hey, I'll give you $125. Do a buy now." And I say, "All right." I'm like, "Cool, no problem." And he says, "Good," and I go, "Yeah, it's a good box." I played it, and and I'm not an expert, but I looked at shit. I'm not selling junk garbage, but that's what he tried to put on me, anyways. So the story goes, ship it to him, no problem. He receives it. But he may even give me a good review, like a positive review right away. And then a week later, he's like, "Oh, there's issues. That base," and this is how he said it, "that base is inadequate for my needs. And I've sent it to my technician. And it'll be $50 to get it repaired." Now, in his thread where he attacked me way back in 2007, because I blocked him, and that's why, like a vengeful bitch, he had to get, back at me. I don't know, not really payback, because I didn't do anything but, and the reason I blocked him, I'll tell you in a second. But basically, he gives me that bullshit line, and I said, "You got me by the short hairs, or my pants around my ankles, because I already spent the money, but you set the price. I know I tested that. You're a liar." And I just, I refunded him 25 of it. I gave him $25 back, even though the whole deal normally, I would have said F it. So about a week later after that, after I give him his money back, I deal with his friend, Fred Flowers. I sell him an FM7, and he's so thrilled to get it for $15. And again, I spent an hour talking to Ira before he decided to play the shyster game, so I guess he took me for a mark because I was a nice person, and he figured, "Oh, I'll con this guy." But a week later, I sell to Fred Flowers, his buddy, who spent another half hour talking to Fred, and I tell him what Fred, what Ira did. And he goes laughing, and goes, "That's his game." Well, to me, that's a shyster, ripoff, a thief. That's no more than a thief. You're not smarter. You're just a con artist, a liar. And unfortunately for Fred, because you're his friend and associate, and you're doing dealings with him, I blocked them both. And maybe I shouldn't have blocked Fred, for being honest, but definitely Ira. And then I talk shit about them in my next ad, saying how anal retentive they were, because they were talking about, there's 70 perfect boxes and all this queer shit that just didn't sound right to me. But again, one shyster buddies with another shyster, and that's why Ira, Redbenjoe got blocked, and that's why he started the thread about what a horrible, and what a liar. 250% means the foam was gaping open. Liar, liar. He said base not adequate for my needs, so he couldn't fucking, basically be told to go fuck himself immediately. And then because he can't figure out how to lie, he makes up an incredible lie that I just sent him garbage. And then I did make the comment that these are wooden speakers from 25 years ago. And at the time, I didn't realize you could find shit mint in the box. But he knew this wasn't mint in the box. This was a used unit. A real piece of jerk. And, I know he's your GF77 guy, and he's got an incredible collection. And, God, if I had been on the, figured things out, maybe I would have used him. And played his con game. But to me, I was an antique dealer. And the minute somebody, steals from you, don't let them back in your booth to steal again. You beat their ass and they get thrown out of the market. So I guess I was used to normal people in real time, not cyber shysters, thieves. So anyways, let's see. I've written this down.